So, we have the New York Knicks against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And the Knicks, of course, being up 1-0 in Cleveland, they are playing with house money somewhat because they already stole home court advantage. And they started off pretty well, especially defensively, not offensively. But the Cavs finally made some adjustments and Darius Garland started to hit and it was beautiful. The Knicks, they took him away. Not easily, but they did take him away last game pretty much, and this game he was not going to be taken away. And Darius Garland shows up off the bench. He was the one guy you needed to show up off the bench for it to be a balanced scoring night, and he did, and it was great to see him show up. Here's an extra pass by Garland to a wide open LeVert, two main guys of this game's story. Oh yeah. Here's Darius Garland pulling up, missing, but he thought he was gonna make it. But they get the offensive board, and Garland gets it to go, and the Cavs were off and running as their defense was absolutely suffocating the Knicks. They were turning the ball over. They couldn't, do anything with the length and the size. And Garland and Mitchell also just played better. Garland. Again and again. He had like 25 points in this first half or something like that. He was absolutely spectacular. And here's a good pass, and Jared Allen finishes it off as the Knicks had no life after this pretty much. The Cavs handled business. I'm not even gonna show you more because it was more of the same. What was interesting, Isaac Okoro played just 3 minutes, and the minutes went to Danny Green. And it was actually a pretty good adjustment, especially considering the way Isaac Okoro has played. Unfortunately, he's not been good, and he's coming off an injury. I think it was his ankle or his knee. It was something on his leg. True journalism right here. And he's clearly just looked rusty, man. And they tried something different, and it kind of worked. Shout out Danny Green. He wasn't great, but he was good enough. And Donovan Mitchell played a great role. He was playmaking, 17 points, 13 assists. It was great to see him go into his playmaking bag more. And Darius Garland with 32, 3, and 7. Spectacular in the first half. Just what you wanted to see. Hit 6 of 10 from the 3-point line, which is just always welcome. Shout out Evan Mobley. He was also better, especially on offense. 13 and 13 tonight with 2 blocks, 2 steals. What a good night for him. And Darius Garland with 24, which, I mean, if you get 15 from him, you're happy. But you got a really good night from Darius Garland. You hope he has at least 2 more in him for this series. And despite having 17 turnovers, the Knicks thankfully turned the ball over that much too. They also countered the rebounding as they out-rebounded the Knicks tonight, which was great to see. And, the free throw discrepancy wasn't that bad. And the Knicks just couldn't shoot tonight. Jalen Brunson had 20 points still, but 5 of 17 wasn't great. The bench didn't give them enough, even though they didn't play badly. I mean, actually, Isaiah Hartenstein was the only one that looked really weird to me, but Josh Hart was a minus 29, which I didn't think he played that bad, but he just didn't do enough himself. Quentin Grimes had another bad game. They need him to show up. And Julius Randle was pretty solid offensively at least. RJ Barrett once again with another dud game. He needs to play better, man. He has been truly awful, man. And he just needs to show up for the Knicks if they want to actually win this series. Because if he does show up, I think they can easily win this series, right? But he has just simply not shown up yet. And they need him to. So yeah, I'm taking my turtle to his home because he's out here doing something stupid. And yeah, I think the Cavs made some really good adjustments. It will be interesting to see what adjustments that was weird. The Knicks make to see, how they respond. I mean, what adjustments are there to do, really, right? You need just Quentin Grimes and RJ Barrett to play better, really. And the bench to be a little more cohesive in a way, but they played still solid enough, I think. And of course, you can have more turnovers than assists.